Hi guys, so it is Monday and I am officially 27 weeks pregnant. I have broken the 6-month mark, which is just insane to think that I've spent half a year pregnant. My last week of my second trimester, and I am ending it with a trip to Belfast to see my best friend who I haven't seen since I told her I was pregnant, which was when I was we thought I was 11 weeks pregnant, but I was actually 12 weeks pregnant at the time. So haven't seen her since then, so I'm really excited, and it's going to be our last flight as a duo. Yes, I'm very excited that it is now on the countdown. I always see my mum friends or my pregnant friends who were in their third trimester or have been very recently, saying that third trimester is the longest few weeks of your life. So I'm interested to see how I'm going to cope with that, because I'm a right whinge bag. So we'll have to see with that. What else is going on? So I am going on maternity leave now in just under 2 months. It was 2 months yesterday. I work my last day on the 2nd of December. So that means this time in 2 months, I am on maternity leave, which is just insane. Absolutely crazy. And there is now less than 3 months to my due date, which is the 2nd of Jan. And I just don't know where time's gone, but I know I've whinged and I know I've moaned, and I don't think pregnancy is very becoming of me. I don't think I'm the glamorous, glowing preggo lady that I always hoped I'd be, but I am so grateful. I am really, really grateful that I'm in this position, and I know that Chris is as well, even though he has to deal with me putting up, me having paddies and hormonal rages and tearful meltdowns and all the rest of it. Usually on Mumday, that is so hard to say out loud. Type in, I think I was all cute with my alliteration. Having to say it in a vlog, not so easy. Stupid idea, Frankie. Anyway, so on Mumday, I usually do a comparison of things, whether that is a decision that we've made that week, an explanation of a decision that we've made previously, some comparisons of things that we've been looking at, and well, this week's a bit no different really, but it's not necessarily something that impacts directly on our baby. It doesn't. Anyway, I'll come back to it. But this week I have been trying my best. I don't know if you all know, but I have been suffering quite bad pelvic pain. A couple of weeks ago it got so severe I couldn't walk properly, and it has eased. I don't know why. I've not got a clue. I'm sure there is somebody out there who will be able to comment on my Facebook status, please, and explain why, but it seems to have eased.
Physio class tomorrow, and hopefully that'll be as much as I need.
So I've been looking at ways I can get back into doing safe exercise, so things that work well for me, and things like when I do have pelvic pain, water does help ease it. I'll have a bath. I hate having baths. I think I might be this freak of nature. I'm a woman that does not like having a bath. So having a bath does help me significantly. So I had a look for aquanatal classes, and I have sent all my stuff for that. So I'll hopefully be doing that. I can't remember when that starts. I think it's the beginning of November that starts. So I'm sure that my body will be quite grateful for that by that point. I've also been looking at other stuff, and hang on. Sorry. I've been looking at other types of exercise other than just walking, because that's boring. But so I kind of had a look at yoga and Pilates and that sort of thing, for like prenatal stuff, antenatal. I think that's the same thing. Anyway, for pregnant ladies, yoga for pregnant people. Then I found one that had literally did a flash offer, which was half price, so it was £4 a session for 6 sessions. So I've paid that, and I'm starting that. I think that's next week. Starts a week tomorrow, which is fab. So I'm really looking forward to that, having a bit of exercise, and obviously with it being tailored to pregnant women as well, so I won't feel demoralised. I kept finding that I'd found myself demoralised doing exercise where I had to modify where previously I wouldn't, even though I understand why. It's not because I've been lazy or because I'm not bothered, but because that's what my body needs. My body's growing human, and that's huge. So this is leading on to my comparison part, my usual part of the blog, but nobody knows this other than Chris. So there's another story actually. I'm a nightmare. I'm going to just keep telling you my stories. So, September was World Alzheimer's Awareness Month, and I am sure most of you know that I lost my wonderful gran earlier this year. Sorry, I'll have a drink. To that brutal disease. And it has been just over a year. I ran Nottingham Marathon with Chris and my friend Kelly, who also ran for an Alzheimer's charity. And we ran it, when was that? It was the 27th September 2015. So there you go, I became a marathon runner just over a year ago. And my plan was always to run 2 marathons in 2 weeks. And I ran my first marathon and I got to 6 miles of my second marathon, and I could not physically run anymore. I was in absolute agony and I could barely walk. I kept trying, I was nearly hopping, but Chris did make me withdraw at 6 miles after having pain from literally the minute I stepped across the start line, quite severe pain. And the reason I hadn't known that there was an injury was because after the first marathon, I then got a cold, and while I'm asthmatic, that triggers my chest, obviously, and I wasn't well for probably about 10 days of the 2 weeks, by which point I didn't want to start pushing my body even further than it was going to be pushed. So I hadn't ran in those 2 weeks, so I had no idea. I spent those 2 weeks struggling to walk anyway, so it was a bit, I just had no idea. And anyway, so I went to the hospital and we found out I had ruptured a tendon, ligament, tendon, don't really know what the difference is. Ruptured something in my foot anyway. It was very painful, couldn't walk properly, and I was absolutely devastated. But I had come to the position where I'd ran a marathon. That is enormous. I was really proud of that, and there was always the ongoing joke, because I'm stubborn, of, oh, I bet you've got unfinished business with York Marathon. No, maybe. And as time's gone on, yes, I feel like I have unfinished business with York Marathon, and probably more so than ever, having lost Gran. And my thought process is that if she could be so dignified and so strong right to the end, I can suck up a bit of training, and a lot of training, but I can suck that up, because if I can do anything to stop I should have done this in a blog and then I wouldn't be crying on camera, but now I've done most of it, so I have to carry on talking. If I can do anything to try and stop a family feeling the pain that we feel, and Gran having to go through, more importantly than any of our pain, Gran having to go through what she went through, I'd do it all in a heartbeat. And that is why, after speaking with Chris, speaking with a few of my running friends, that I have signed up to York Marathon 2017. So I will have a 10-month-old baby by that point. Now, I am not giving out any sort of donation, just giving page just yet, because I'm not naive enough to think that I will just pop a baby out and be out running down the street. So I need to see how that is first. Obviously, anything can happen, and if my recovery from that takes a significantly longer period of time than generally anticipated, we have factored in, I've sat with Chris for a long time, factored in a lot of different options. and hopefully it will still be feasible. It won't be pretty, but it will still be feasible is the aim. So hopefully in October 2017, I think it's the 8th of October, I will be running my second marathon and finishing the York Marathon like I hope to have done 2 years ago. 1 year ago. It will have been 2 years, so 1 year ago, last year. I said it on World Alzheimer's Day, and I said it on the anniversary of me becoming a marathon runner, that if running would have made her better, I never would have stopped. And it won't. I can't bring her back, but if I can ease someone else's pain, because I'm a fixer, I have to try and fix everything. I will do everything that I can. And of course, I have roped Chris into it because he was very close to my gran as well. She absolutely adored him. And he thinks I'm absolutely balmy. But is there a better husband than one who thinks you're crazy and then joins you in it? So that is the decision that we've been making this week. So I will keep you updated with that. But fingers crossed. You're only meant to do one, aren't you? Why is it bad luck if you do two? Anyway, surely it's just double. Anyway, so hopefully this time next year we will be talking about how ridiculous it was. Why did I say I'd do it? And I'll do it anyway. Mum, I'm sorry I've not told you. But in the same way, I know you back me and everything. I know you also want to keep me safe, so I know you'll be having a mild heart attack when you hear this. I promise we'll be safe. My whole journey will be tracked here, so you'll be able to see every step of the way. Not literally, I'm not holding a camera for 26.2 miles next year. But that's it. As always, please share, comment, all the rest of it, like. And please join in the discussion. Let me know what you think. Do you just think I'm an absolute nutter? Do you think I'm a nutter who will do it anyway? Do you just, whatever, tell me. Let's have a chat. And Thursday Thoughts will be here. It will be me again. So you're back to me. It's already written because it was something that came up last week. So that is all ready and raring to go. And I like it. I think you will too. It's something that doesn't reach just women in pregnancy or mums to be or women. It's something which I think affects a huge amount of people every single day. So I'm going to be interested to see what everybody has to say for that one. And on that note, I have been babbling, so I'm going to get off. I am 27 weeks pregnant. Our baby is the size of a cauliflower. What a lovely vegetable.
Although I did meet someone else, which is also a cucumber, which I think is very bizarre.
And the comparison picture you'll see, I think you'll see there's a big difference between last week and this week. And then the other pictures I've put is 12-week one. So there is week 15, where I was 15 weeks pregnant, 21 weeks pregnant, and then this week at 27 weeks pregnant. And I think there's a huge difference. And people do keep telling me that it's going each week you're just going to go whoom now because the baby is just growing so much. So I'm going to be interested to see all these pictures. I'm so glad I've taken them and documented them all. But there you go. I am going now. I will probably be getting texts from my mum when this goes live. So I will speak to you all soon, and I hope you've enjoyed today's Monday.